Welcome everybody coming over from TikTok. You know what it is. The TikTok algorithm is always on a hair trigger. They're always eager to censor you. The Trumpers are whiny. They're whiny snowflakes and their feelings get hurt. And they, of course, falsely accused me of hate speech and promoting hateful behaviors. I was simply in the middle of describing why a congressman's life is so wonderful. And I will pick up and get back to that as soon as a few people come. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Welcome over from TikTok. Gonna get right back to it. As soon as a few people come in here, you know how it is over there at TikTok. They got the censorship on a hair trigger. Got a lot of whiny snowflake Republicans. And they don't like, I don't know what the basis is going to be for the hate speech, but I guess if you just talk like one, that's enough. Welcome, welcome in, welcome in. So of course you're going to get rich, and we talked about the several ways you're going to get rich. Number one, you're allowed to insider trade as a congressman. Number two, there's always some kind of scam going on that we don't even know about, like the House banking scandal. And when they get rid of the one, they always invent another one. Number three, the tax code heavily favors you and your lifestyle if you're in Congress. Welcome in, welcome. What's up? Yeah, good to see you. We're going to bring it right over here from TikTok. And we're going to force TikTok to stop doing its heavy censorship, stop giving in to the Trumper snowflakes by simply taking our business elsewhere. In the good old American way. Welcome, welcome. What fun to just be able to reunite over here and escape all the TikTok nonsense. So those are the top three ways. And then, of course, the fourth way is the honoraria, which is just like a legal bribe you can put right in your pocket if you're in Congress. It's a special amount of money that appears in your pocket for being you. It's not a campaign contribution, so you don't got to record it there. It's not a gift, so the giver doesn't have to pay gift taxes. It's not income, so you don't have to pay income tax. It's just a wonderful thing you get for making that speech to the Life Underwriters Association or whoever you happen to be addressing at breakfast and at lunch and at dinner and at evening cocktail hour if you're really, really profligate in your interaction with the lobbyists of Washington, D.C. And that's how you can ching, 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 cash in on being a congressman. So that's one thing, you get rich. Number two, you've got this illusion, you don't have any obligation to produce. And that's where that's where I got dinged out of TikTok because I was explaining that even for the people that are real energetic about a particular thing, you always have an answer for them because you're always sponsoring some bill to do exactly what it is they want, which doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell of passing, but it satisfies those people so you don't have to produce. And most of those people don't know how anything works. They don't know how the Constitution works, so they don't expect anything from you, even though Congress has the power. They know that one person can't do it all. Welcome in, welcome. Hola, hola. Three, you do have some power. There's all kinds of cool stuff you can do as a congressman. I'm not going to go into that. I think you can imagine it, but there are really cool things that you can do as a congressman that you have the power to do. And if you're a senator, you can do things like veto for appointment to federal judge anybody in your whole state. If you're a senator and you don't like somebody that you used to practice law with and they're up for federal judge, you can blackball them, they'll never even know it. It's a thing. It's a thing in the Senate. But you can also, you'll be instrumental in putting people forward in those kind of positions. There's so much stuff that you can hand out to people. Congressmen can actually appoint whoever they want to the service academies, believe it or not. And a lot of people don't realize that that's still the law, because almost every person in Congress has deferred to the service academies and allowed them to select who they want from the best of the best of the best. But you could assert your prerogative and say, no, my nephew's going to West Point, and you can do that. So that's another nice thing. Oh, there's just so many things you can do when you're in Congress. And so that's why they love that job so much. Fourth, everybody kisses their ass all day long. Everything in Washington, D.C. is free for them. There's members-only hallways, members-only transit cars that run under the street, members-only everything. They have their own little life of luxury going that's just for them and people like them. And it's a wonderful life. They can't imagine going back to the regular world, and they don't want to. So it's very important for them to stay in Congress. And that's why when you flood them with piles of letters, banker boxes full of letters, demanding that Trump be impeached and removed, they will respond, because they want to keep that fantastic job. And they cannot hide from piles of paper cluttering up their office. They will see it. Even if the staffers hate what you're saying, they will put it into big piles and it will sit on the desk, and they will come through. If they see a pile like that, they will start looking through those letters and seeing what the gist of them is. So all you got to do to be done with this Trump clown show is every American lobby their House member and their 2 senators, 3 people, 1 letter a week, every week until he's gone. They will impeach and remove him. We don't have to suffer this indignity. The world doesn't have to suffer this horror show any longer. You can end it. You've got more power than you realize. That's because that's the flip side of their job being so cushy. Yeah, they're removed from your life. They don't know how you live, and that's bad. But on the other hand, they're scared to go back and live like a normal person. And that's why the vast majority of them do whatever it takes to get returned to Congress. And they all know among themselves, they have a saying, there's basically 2 ways, there's only 2 things that you can do, get thrown out of Congress, is don't show up for votes and don't answer your mail. As long as you answer your mail and show up for the votes and vote some kind of way, you basically can't lose. You can't lose your seat in Congress. There's less turnover in the United States Congress than there is in the Soviet Politburo of old. There's more turnover in China's ruling parliament than there is in our Congress. They do what it takes, and you can make them get rid of Trump. So, where were we? I suppose I didn't know where I was going to be going in the live. Let's see if I got some comments that can help. Bring us forward on this. Anyway, in the old days, we had the Republican Party platform. Now they just have the musical stylings of Merle Haggard, Hank Williams Jr., Charlie Daniels, and David Allan Coe. And that's about it. That's basically where all the Republican Party philosophy comes from now. That's what they think of as common sense. And if you want to know what kind of things they're concerned about, you pretty much get familiar with that kind of country music. And that's it. That's the intellectual underpinnings of the group that has control of the Republican Party these days. There is no such thing as a Republican Party platform committee anymore. So anyway, I guess not very many people did come over from TikTok. I think I've been here for quite a while. I've given people a chance to find me. And I think I'm going to wrap it up here too, and just wait to see what TikTok does. If they approve the appeal and ever restore live access, I can see you live again there. If not, I guess you probably won't. But anyway, thanks for joining me here. I appreciate you all, and I hope you have a good evening.